Hello dear friends!
Hi there.
Today we Levza's teachers are gonna explore red poppy flower, that's the eternity flower.
Today we have come to Ismaili city of Azerbaijan since stunning poppy fields are here. First we stopped in Ashik Bayram Lake. Ashik Bayram was a famous Saz player who settled here. These players were killed after him. This is a real hidden paradise among the huge mountains. The landscape is truly gorgeous and breathtakingly beautiful. Everyone who passes by has their photos taken in the photo zone areas, such as the bicycle, the window, the frame, ancient beagle. The angel wings are absolutely amazing, relaxing, and very inspirational.
Nature sounds deeply touch my heart. Fantastic scenery with the chirping of flying birds that blends with the presentation of natural, majestic, glorious grandeur. So, if you want to take in-depth look at the poppy flower and discover its cultural significance by exploring symbolism, connections to rich ancient tales, and the enduring fascination. Moreover, if you want to transform your concrete wasteland or garden into a cheerful flower bed or oasis, then join Levzas.
Poppy is one of my top favorite flowers which has a special place in my heart. The elegant, luxurious, and mysterious poppy has captured the human imagination for centuries. Its bright red petals and dark center have made it a symbol of various emotions and values from love to remembrance. Generic name is the Latin and the Old English word papare, which means to eat. For the Romans, a wheat flour porridge we find with poppy seeds was a favorite dish and was mostly prepared for children. Now this name refers to a flower which is known for its bright, delicate petals.
Poppies have long been used as a symbol of sleep, peace, and death. These kinds of connections are perhaps some of its most widely recognized attributes. Sleep because the opium extracted from them has sedative or calming effects, often linked to tranquility and peacefulness, and death because of the common blood red color of the red poppy in particular. A magical poppy field can almost cause the gang to sleep forever.
The poppy is actually one of the most symbolic and widely used flowers in all over the world. In ancient cultures, the poppy flower was often associated with romantic love and fertility. Its red hue, a color often tied to passion, made it a common feature in love rituals and celebrations. They were used in various ceremonies to invoke and represent a deep and passionate love and fruitful partnerships, symbolizing the nurturing aspects of relationships and family connections. In Turkic countries, the red poppy flower is also used as a symbol of fertility, undying love, and beauty.
Beyond its symbolic meanings, the poppy has practical applications in medicine. Not only are these blooms incredibly popular and beautiful, but they are also valuable to the medical community as a painkiller. Its seeds and sap contain compounds used in various treatments, from pain relief to digestive aid. Poppy seeds are often said to offer various other benefits, including promoting digestion, boosting skin and hair health, and treating headaches, coughs, and asthma. Poppy seeds are rich in iron, which helps purify the blood and increase hemoglobin levels in the blood. Consumption of poppy seeds can improve the circulation of blood, which results in an optimal supply of oxygen to every part of the body, including your brain.
What is more, people use poppies for culinary purposes. They make traditional dishes from poppy oil that's often used as cooking oil, salad dressing oil, or in products. Poppy oil can also be added to spices for cakes, rolls, pasta, and bread.
In contemporary times, the poppy is more than just a beautiful flower. Its rich symbolism makes it a timeless symbol that continues to inspire and resonate with people. From fashion to interior design, its image is used to convey style, elegance, and a sense of history. They are stunning, they are elegant, and they are vibrant. With their endless color, ease of growth, and a bountiful symbolism, these blooms are way more than just a pretty face.
Really? It's mine? Is it mine? Oh, thank you. Wusham, my love. Cheese, Busha, Busha, look at me, cheese. Cheese, smile, Busha, smile, Busha. You are more beautiful than this flower, darling.
Dear friends, we recommend that brighten your day with your creativity, effort, and it will highly likely end such a beautiful result. Bright and bold, the spectacular beauty of poppies is something to behold.
Happy poppy season to everyone.
Bye, see you soon, inshallah. Gardening. Poppies are ancient, herbaceous annual, biennial, or short-lived perennial and ornamental flowering plant that has been long desired by gardeners. They are the flowers that made some people fall in love with gardening. The poppy garden might be the most swoon-worthy and gorgeous ever. Poppies are a parade of pure joy to have in the garden or scattered across the landscape. Not only did it bring joy to the insects that help the world as pollinators, as well as the people fortunate enough to see it in person and can be thrilled by its beauty. If you wish to just turn your long-forgotten sun area into a fragment of heaven, watch this video till the end to follow the poppy planting sequence. Happy gardening!
Weeding. Firstly, dig up unwanted weeds and make sure that you have digged out or have taken out all the weeds and removed any stone that are knocking around.
Raking. Secondly, in order to sow poppies evenly, what you're gonna do is to rake over the soil that has well drained in the full sun. In a word, rake the ground until it's level so that the taproot of poppies could dig into the ground to break up the soil. That way the taproot stays in the ground, breaks down, and helps to loosen the clay soil over time. Furthermore, adding lime to clay soil is a viable amendment to break down or break up the hardened clay.
Composting. Subsequently, add several bags of compost or well-rotted organic matters to provide some organic material. Then press the compost down to remove any air pockets.
Watering. After that, water the compost with a fine spray of water. Overall, water the soil area before sowing the seeds so that they wouldn't float away or wash away later when watered. Finally, you need to make sure that you keep the soil moisture really well until you have seedlings and weeds. Continue the old schedule of watering when the top inch of the soil is dry.
Region. The next thing you're gonna do is just make a little ridge down if you wanna have a marvelous naturalistic view in your garden. By the time poppies grow up and push out, the straight lines or stripes will help you identify what is the need and what's the poppy.
Purchasing or breaking open. To start with, either purchase a few pockets of poppy seeds, then open up the packet, collect the seeds, or break open the absolutely magical poppy seed pod heads or capsule. Particularly, when they turn brown, cut and harvest the seeds inside. Is there anything more satisfying than tipping over a full enchanting poppy seed pod?
Sowing. The ideal time to sow poppies would be in the springtime, in the full sun, and in the well-drained, fertile soil. They're perfect for growing in a border. Poppies are usually grown from a seed, and they are not big fan of being transplanted and prefer well sown directly onto the prepared soil. However, they can be grown as transplants. Either take the seeds and sprinkle them thinly as evenly as possible to the sand, then mix or plant the seeds mainly in a propagated tray or other containers for germinating seeds and raising seedlings. Then remove the plant from its pot and disperse the mixture in the soil. To sum up, to grow the poppy, seeds are typically scattered in the fall and the seedlings will grow through the winter. The plants will typically reach maturity in the spring and the flowers will bloom.
Mulching. Poppies are not long-lasting because they prefer cool weather. They stop blooming in hot summers. They can tolerate a bit cold. However, once your poppies are in the ground and start to sprout, if you do get a late frost, you are gonna have to cover or mulch those seeds or seedlings. Otherwise, the frost might take them out. For this reason, the next step is to just very gently cover over the mixture with a thin layer of mulch. We are talking barely covering the seeds because we don't want to block out the light. Besides, adding mulch keeps the soil moist and warm.
Germinating. Within a month, the poppy seeds will begin to germinate. When the seedlings have at least 2 sets of leaves, just time to transport them into their own individual pots. Be sure to take any precautionary steps to keep the birds away from the seeds during germination.
Popping up or popping out. When the flowers pop out of their casings, you will be able to see the color of the bloom through the crack in the casings. As soon as poppies stick out of their ground, they are covered in pollinators.
Unfurling. Gradually, poppies develop over a meter tall with flowers up to 15 centimeters across. The poppy buds flourish like a rounded seed capsule which has milky seven and are often nodding and are borne on solitary stalks. The 2 sepals usually drop off the petals and fall. Subsequently, 4 or 6 tissue paper-like petals bloom that look stunning in the garden. The petals that are showy have numerous stamens or markings from a conspicuous whorl in the center of the flower, surrounding an oval of 2 to many fused carpels. The leaves almost look like weeds when first emerging from the soil. Their lobes are dissected, appearing lacy and frilly. The delicate blooms of poppy flower unfurl each morning and bring delight to all who encounter them.
Pollinating. As the sun peeks over the horizon, the poppy flowers pop out of their casings and the honeybees begin to crawl all over the blooms. It is fascinating that open petals of poppies are also loved and attracted by pollinators. On the whole, they allow butterflies, bees, birds for easy access to the pollen.
Harvesting. To sum up, poppy seed pods need to be harvested at the cracked bud stage. That's at precisely the right time before the flowers pop out of their casings. If the flowers are harvested, then the blooms will be removed. For the longest lasting blooms, you can always leave them and allow the seed heads to form. And unfortunately, once they have been pollinated, they're basically useless as a cut flower. If the poppy is fully open, don't bother harvesting it. Leave it for the bees instead. However, they have such irresistible charm and desire that people insist on cutting them anyway.
Trimming. Afterwards, when the poppies are done blooming or when the poppies started well popping up, you could cut or trim the leaves and stems to mulch the area, which would also provide excellent compost to the area. From time to time, remove some of the dead stems, chop off the leaves or trim the dried down leaves to the bottom. Decompose the root systems of the dying plants. In that way, new leaves will sprout for the next year.
In conclusion, it's unbelievable how one little seed can have such a massive impact on the memories.